Have you ever wondered who is actually running the trial in your head? Because for years I never once questioned it. I just accepted the sentence. Stay with me all the way to the end of this, because I am going to tell you exactly who has been sitting in that judge's seat, and it is going to change the way you hear that voice tomorrow morning. Screenshot it if you need to, because this is going to matter longer than today. I spent years assuming every accusation was coming from God Himself. Every time I failed the same way again, a verdict came down so fast it felt automatic. Guilty, still guilty, always going to be guilty, no matter how many times I tried to do better. In Isaiah chapter 54, verse 17, "No weapon that is formed against you will prevail, and you will condemn every tongue that rises against you in judgment." I read that verse 100 times before it actually landed. Every tongue that rises against you in judgment gets condemned. Not excused, not ignored. Condemned. Which meant the voice handing me verdicts every single morning was never a courtroom I was supposed to sit quietly inside of. It was something I had the authority to condemn right back, and I had never once used it. There is a part of this I still have not told you, and it is the real reason I finally stopped accepting those verdicts without a fight. It is not a comfortable thing to say out loud, and I have never said it publicly before today. I will get there, but I have to walk up to it slowly. For a long time, I thought the only two options in my life were guilty or innocent. And since I clearly was not innocent, guilty was the only verdict left on the table. Then I actually went looking for the court record instead of just accepting the accusation. In Romans chapter 8, verse 34, "Who is he who condemns? It is Christ who died, yes, rather, who was raised from the dead, who is at the right hand of God, who also makes intercession for us." Look at what position that verse actually puts him in, because I had to read it several times before it sank in. Christ is not sitting on the bench handing down my sentence. He is standing at the bench, actively making a case for me, right now, in real time. The one position I had assumed he held over my life this entire time. He has never once held. Not for a single day. So if it was never him passing the verdict, I finally had to ask the question underneath the question. Who exactly had been running the trial in my head every single morning for years? The answer surprised me more than I expected it to, and honestly, it made me a little angry once I understood it. In Revelation chapter 12, verse 10, the accuser of our brothers has been thrown down, who accuses them before our God day and night. An accuser, not a judge with any legitimate authority over my life at all. An accuser already thrown down, doing exactly what accusers do, which is accuse day and night, whether anyone is listening or not. That voice had never once been running a real courtroom. It had been running a smear campaign against me and calling it justice, and I had been letting it. If you are hearing this right now, and something in you just went quiet for a second, I need you to actually sit in that, instead of scrolling past it like it does not apply to you. That voice does not get to wear a robe it was never issued, no matter how official it sounds at 6 in the morning. Here is the part I have not said out loud before today. Some mornings, I still let it win. I still read the verdict out loud to myself, before I have even gotten out of bed, and I still believe every word of it for the first few minutes, almost every single time, even now. I am not telling you any of this because I found a way to never hear the accusation again. I have not. I'm telling you because I finally found out what to do with the weight of it instead of carrying it completely alone. In Psalm chapter 25, verse 18, "Consider my affliction and my travail. Forgive all my sins," the affliction and the sin, named in the same breath, to the only one who could actually do something about either of them. Not just guilt whispered to myself in the dark at 5 in the morning. An honest weight finally handed over to somebody who could actually carry it, instead of a job I was never assigned to carry alone in the first place. I had been prosecuting myself, in a case that already had a defender. I am not the only one carrying a docket like this one. Some of you are reading out a verdict against yourselves before you have even finished your coffee this morning, and you have been doing it for so long that it feels like the truth instead of the habit it actually is. Here is what changed the whole case for me, more than anything else. In 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 13, if we are faithless, he remains faithful, for he can't deny himself. He is not faithful because you finally earned a not guilty verdict through enough good mornings in a row. He is faithful because faithfulness is who he is, whether you win tomorrow morning or lose it the exact same way you have lost it 100 times before. His character was never on trial, only the lie ever was. The trial you have been sitting through was never his courtroom. You can walk out of it today. If that found you today, comment faithful so we can pray over what you are carrying. Stay close, because we left something for you at the very end. Screenshot it or write it down, and keep it near for the mornings the accusation shows back up, sounding just as certain as it always has. Subscribe for your daily spiritual reset. We will be here. We see you. We are here for you.